Welcome back. All right, so jersey unboxing, and then I'm also going to couple this up with a little bit of advice for people who might be looking for something hockey related for that special someone in their life, or even if it's themselves. So we're gonna look at a couple of jerseys here and talk about those jerseys, and then I will get into where I get stuff from and some recommendations I have, especially since we are, as I'm recording this, still in like the Cyber Monday week of deals. So Black Friday gets extended every year, it seems, and now you have Cyber Monday, and so yeah, I wanted to do a video on that. So we'll get to that part, but first. This one I'm interested to see in person. And we'll do shorts where we take a look close up at these using the phone cameras, which definitely get a better look at the details. So this is, of course, the St. Louis Winter Classic. What do you think?
Very nice. Well, I think it's a boring jersey, but
Because you're not a big fan of the word marks.
I don't like word mark jerseys. No, but it's fun throwback.
Shoulder patch is nice.
Shoulder patch has the chain stitching on it.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Which you should have for throwbacks.
Want to see it? There. Ooh.
There you go.
And then this is felt. Ooh.
So this, of course, this is a premium. So this is not like in the last video we did with the Minnesota Wild jersey. That was a pro. That was the on-ice level. This is the retail. So the same level as like the Adidas retails that I was getting last year. But yeah, I think it's not bad. I mean, would I prefer that it would have this on the front? Yes. But then it would look remarkably similar to their last throwback / Winter Classic jersey. So I get that they went for something a little bit different. And definitely being a blank, it does miss out on the font they used for the letters and the numbers. But yeah, there you go. And there's the big F on the back for Fanatics.
They really do. Other than the pox on the shoulders, they look so similar to the Adidas. Yep. Like other than the name and then it not being the plastic for the NHL emblem and the pox. Other than that, they look the same.
And then this one I knew was going to be very pretty. It's the new Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic. And you can see it says Chicago Blackhawks in the shoulder or in the neckline. I like that. I generally am not a big fan of the strings that don't do anything, but that's okay. I think the two little strings here, that's not too shabby. I like the stars on it. Almost CM Punk-like. But, of course, he's from Chicago. The Winter Classic on the shoulder, of course. Nothing on the other shoulder.
No, they've got the...
But I do like the striping.
Chain stitching.
And there's chain stitching, I believe, on the main logo as well.
Well, a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, on that. And that's all felt. You can see it. Yeah.
So again, that's the premium level. You can see right here, 46. Always wear a 46. And I got these from Ben, of course. And then at the bottom, it says Winter Classic. I believe it says that on the bottom of the other one, too. I just didn't. Yeah, it says that on the bottom of the St. Louis one, too.
Secret inside.
It is always interesting to me, and Adidas did that, too, where there's things that are written that nobody else is going to see. So, like, for Chicago, you've got the 4 stars, which I believe are from the city flag. You've got that right underneath the Chicago Blackhawks part. But I think that's nice. I think it's well done. This might be my favorite of the Winter Classics Chicago's done. It actually feels different. Sometimes they do a Winter Classic, and you're looking going, how's that different from what they normally wear? Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there, I guess.
That's straight.
That's kind of a little bit different. That's the Philadelphia Flyer thing, too, where very little difference when they do like a Winter Classic and stuff, but I think that's nice. I think the Chicago one's very well done. So of the two, I would recommend the Chicago one, but if you're a Blues fan, I think the Blues one, it's unique. It's definitely different. I do prefer it in person, comparatively speaking, to what I thought I was going to feel about it when I saw it online. But the blue note not being on the front feels weird. I think it's the first time they've had a jersey that doesn't have the blue note on the front in some respect. The only St. Louis jersey I don't have that I really want is when they had the kind of a tiny blue note and then St. Louis over the top.
Right.
The only ones I've found on that are on kit jerseys. So, did you want one of the Chicago ones too? Were you like gung ho for a Winter Classic at some point, or because at some point those go on sale on the NHL site and usually for dirt cheap. So, true. You might get one anyways.
These might not though. Well, I'm sure
the women's will. The women's will.
Oh, well, the women's, yeah.
The women's usually do. And then
right.
You have like a birthday present or like an anniversary present.
Oh, anniversary present.
Or a belated Christmas present. Or just a, here, I got this for you. It was $10. Enjoy this. So, yeah. All right, let me know your thoughts regarding the 2 Winter Classic jerseys. I don't have the Utah ones yet, but I will have Utah jerseys soon. Thankfully, not a ton of new jerseys this year, so the jersey budget didn't have to be what it had to be like when the reverse retros came out.
Yeah.
That was...
I remember that.
That was something. That was where I'd have to go to you and go, hi, I'm sorry, but... there's this many coming out, and so, yeah.
That's why that was your Christmas. That's what you got for Christmas that year.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back in 2020. So, all right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into this. Where I get my jerseys from and other items as well, part of things. So, hey, how you doing? Hi.
Hey.
All right. So first off at the top, I've got Fanatics, NHL, and Lids together because they're essentially the same site now. One thing to keep an eye on is the sales are different from one to the other. Sometimes the sale items are different from one to the other. They all have various different programs too in terms of earning fan cash and that kind of thing. The fan cash it's not a lot. So I've definitely had a lot of times where like your fan cash is expiring and I look and go, and it's 40 cents. I'll let that expire. I'm fine with that. I don't need to spend $55 on a hat so I can save 40 cents. The prices of hats are kind of ridiculous. There's also some t-shirts that are like $90 that I've seen recently where I'm like, $90 for a t-shirt? Has to be tough if you're trying to shop for somebody who's a hockey fan in your life.
The hoodies are frequently $140.
Yeah. Yeah.
Canadian.
I did see a comment. So I was wearing a Spirit jersey in a video and somebody said, well, they just call it a Spirit jersey so they can charge more. And my reaction was, nah, hoodies are a lot of money. Hoodies are a lot of money. So yeah, that's one thing that I understand that things get pricey. Also, team stores. I shop online through team stores often. I am often able to find things on team stores that are not available on the NHL site. Sometimes when you're doing a search online, you're automatically going to get shopnhl.com. Don't click on that one. Keep scrolling down. You will find the actual team store if you just keep scrolling down. I'm going to do a link I'm going to put links in a comment, which I'll pin on this video. I'm not going to have a link to every team store, but just saying, if you look for official team stores, they're easy enough to find, and you'll usually find stuff that's, on sale.
They have way more selection, and they do have a lot more. They do. Individual sale.
So items. If you're looking for like ceremonial pucks, things of that nature, you're more likely to find it on the team store. The AHL shop I've used a lot for my AHL jerseys. I've not been doing the AHL shopping nearly as much since Customs started tagging so much money extra on top. So I'm paying already for that jersey, which is not cheap. And then they tag on like an extra. Last time I ordered from them into Canada, I think it was $45 I was paying on top of it or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 30% frequently.
And I was like, what in the world? Now this jersey cost me way more than it should have. And yeah, I mean, they used to always have customs. It just feels like the amount has gone up over the years.
The frequency that we have to pay customs is
and it used to have to be over $100, and that's no longer the case. No. It can be well under $100, and that custom's still there. Which, for people who send stuff into Canada, is like, oh, I want to send stuff to THG. Whatever you declare your stuff as being worth can affect how much we have to pay on this end.
That's why you always mark it as a gift.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please always mark it as a gift.
That can get kind of rough. Cool Hockey. I will say this with Cool Hockey. I've ordered from Cool Hockey a lot. If you don't pay the extra $50 for the hand stitching and you're just getting, I think they're heat pressed.
Yep.
They frequently come off.
They do a lot before it's even washed. We've
And
had names fall off while
Yep.
Shannon is playing hockey.
Yep. So
Luckily,
people at
I can
meetups
sew.
can vouch for that. And
We've had it happen a couple times.
it's something that didn't used to happen. And it's been happening over the last couple of years. So I don't know if something's changed with,
like the
with
last
quality
year.
control or what it is, but we've definitely had names come off. And I can't stand here and tell people just go shop Cool Hockey, everything will be fine, because if not for her being able to sew names on the back again, I don't know that I'd still be ordering from them. So if you're getting blanks, it won't affect you, but if you're ordering one with a name on it, is something to keep in mind. If you get the hand stitch do not come off. But the heat pressed, which are cheaper, and in my case, I've been looking for something cheaper, they definitely do tend to come off. Which then the benefit is she hand stitches them on for me. Hockey Authentic I'm putting on the board. I have not used Hockey Authentic because of the cost. It's very expensive. But anybody I know who's used Hockey Authentic, which is run out of Vancouver, has said they're great. Their craftsmanship's fantastic. The font's always correct. The numbers are always... Everything's correct. So when you get it, you're getting it as close to how it looks on the ice as it's going to look. And so she was thinking about jumping up on top of that. And I moved it, and she didn't know that somebody else touched it, so now she's scared. But yeah, Hockey Authentic's supposed to do fantastic work, so I can confidently put them on the board because I've seen it in person, the work they've done. I just haven't personally bought it myself. Sports K jerseys, they don't have, or he doesn't have, any of the Fanatics jerseys. I know I talked to him not that long ago about how he had been going back and forth with Fanatics a little bit. It doesn't look like he's stocked up on Fanatics jerseys, but he still has a lot of Adidas. And so his store's still open. He's still shipping things because I have bought from him not too long ago. I just don't think he's going to have any of the new Fanatics in stock. It's just the Adidas. And then he's got some of the Mitchell and Ness ones as well. I will say with the Mitchell and Ness ones, I don't have them because the colors look off to me. There's a store was that in Guildford that had them?
Wasn't it Coquitlam?
Yeah, it could have been the Coquitlam Mall. But seeing them in person, the colors are off. And it's on almost all of them. So it's...
Which is odd because Mitchell and Ness is usually really
and they're
nice.
official. They're officially
I usually
licensed.
really like the Mitchell and Ness stuff.
Their hats are still great.
The best hats.
Yep.
They make really fun hoodies. Yeah, they make some fun stuff. So we were a bit surprised to see that with the jerseys.
Yep, absolutely. Ben H Sports. If you're looking for any of the new stuff, you can email him. His email address is always in the description to videos. We've had a partnership that dates back, I think it's 6 years I've had a partnership with Ben.
It's been quite a while.
And
yeah,
so
that was the old...
I try to drive, customers
house.
in his direction, and he tries to drive traffic towards me with his sales. So it's been mutually beneficial, I think, between Ben and myself. But definitely email him regarding the cost of said jerseys and everything. Rebound jerseys. So it's in a different color because there's some that I want to talk about a little bit different. So if you're not looking for brand new and you're okay with buying stuff that's used, I have a lot of used jerseys back there. I did not pay for brand new jerseys for all of them. There's no bloody way I could do that. There just isn't. I don't have that I've never had that kind of money. But I've been able to find some that are cheaper and definitely a good cost. Now, on Rebound jerseys, they guarantee your purchase.
Rebound is a marketplace.
Yes, for secondhand jerseys. Does not mean they've been worn. It means that somebody's bought it, now they're reselling it. And they have a lot. Like I was looking through their listings, they have 40 different Anaheim jerseys right now, as a for instance. They also have jerseys from other leagues. So if you're looking for jerseys from almost any league, including juniors, European, they have various jerseys. And they've been going for a while. It looks like they've recently changed ownership. Again, I was talking to the owner yesterday. We had a phone call with him. I actually spoke on the phone to somebody for the first time in... It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Other than Mike. Mike's the only one that I answer the phone for.
Right.
Generally. So Rebound jerseys, and there will be a link in the pinned comment that's going to be under this video. We're kind of working a little bit together because it is getting harder and harder to find legitimate jerseys when it comes to CCM, Reebok, Adidas, and making sure you're not getting something that's fake.
Scammed.
Not getting
We
scammed.
get so many emails. I get people usually message me, not Shannon. I get a ton of messages with people sending me listings or, hey, do you know about this shop? And so frequently, I'm able to tell in seconds that it's fake. Don't buy it. Don't do it. So what makes Rebound different from other marketplaces like Facebook Marketplace is they do actually look at it to make sure that they're not trying to pawn off a fake as real, which happens a lot.
Often.
I see it so
Very
much,
often.
especially like on Facebook Marketplace. So many of those are fake jerseys that they're trying to resell for about $100, which if you're okay with buying a fake, that's your deal, but you don't want to be paying $100 for it. Knowing that you're going to be wearing a jersey that's not going to be the right color, your logo's going to be bubbled, all of that. So they make sure that you're not going to end up with a fake jersey. Yeah, that's what makes Rebound different, is that they make sure you're not getting a fake. So we will have a link in the comment that Shannon's talking about, and he'll be able to see that you got there from the Hockey Guy, so we can kind of get an idea of how many people are seeing this and are like, hey, I'll check that out. So there will be a link in the comment for that site.
Absolutely. And then eBay. So eBay sellers for various items. Full Moon jerseys I've used before. I've got basically anything from Full Moon jerseys they have listed. I've already got in the collection. And Full Moon jerseys I don't use as much as I used to, but their prices really haven't gone up that much. And again, if you're looking for a jersey that you can't find anywhere and you're okay with maybe getting a name on the back of a player who got traded 4 or 5 years ago, then that's a good place to go for it. And I know fans generally don't care as much about
a lot of
that
my
kind of thing.
jerseys have traded players, so then we're able to get my jerseys for like $20.
Yeah. And then there's Jersey Baron. Jersey Baron has a lot of, some of their jerseys are higher priced, but they're usually kind of rare. There's been jerseys that I've found for my collection that have got there because, hi, are you okay? But I've got them there because I can't find them anywhere else. And at times, too, it'll say or best offer. And they're pretty good about that, too. So if you see a price and or best offer, make them an offer and they will counter or they'll accept it. And I've gotten a lot of jerseys from them where I've made an offer that they've accepted. Sometimes on the first try, sometimes on the second. But that's supposed to be how eBay works, right? Pop Culture Paradise. So people always ask where I get my pucks. Pop Culture Paradise is a seller on eBay where I get a lot of my pucks. They have a couple of puck sets I don't have yet that I'm hoping to get in the coming months, but they do tend to get pricey because you're getting 32 pucks. So it's not like you can get 32 pucks for like $50. It's just not a thing. Also, stickers for Keyboard is the username for another seller, and I get pucks from them as well. So like they have PWHL pucks on there right now. I think it would be fun to have 6 PWHL pucks and do like a modified power rankings every week for the PWHL. So again, in the coming months, I may very well get those and go from there. I don't know what's up with her. She's really hyper right now. Her tail was poofed like this big when I went and picked her up. She's kind of. Did you get into something? What did you get into? But yeah, stickers for Keyboard. So for people who've been asking where I get my pucks, that definitely works. Pro Hockey Life is a Canadian retailer who they do have items for every NHL team. And if you're looking for Adidas jerseys, they're selling them for cheap right now too. And by cheap, I mean on a sale price. And most places right now you can get Adidas at a sale price because they want to get rid of them. Those prices are probably going to continue to drop too. It happened with the Reebok ones. Eventually, I got a bunch of Reeboks for like $20 each because I'm like, for $20, sure, I'll get extras of that because it's $20, and regular they were $129. If you're on the U.S. side, Dick's Sporting Goods definitely has jerseys. They have sales. Keep an eye on those as well. Sport Check on the Canadian side of things, they do carry the Fanatics jerseys. They're also doing sales on the Adidas jerseys in the meantime. And in purple again, custom throwback jerseys. I do have jerseys from them. Not all of them are in the collection. The ones that I'm pretty sure are kit jerseys are not in that collection there, because that's that gray area between the legitimate jersey and a knockoff is the kit jersey. So a kit jersey is the idea that you have basically a blank. You get a blank jersey. It doesn't have a logo on it or anything, that's in the style of, say, a Boston jersey. And then you order the logo and the numbers, and you get everything ordered, and you put it all together, and it looks almost like the real deal, but it's not quite that. It's a kit. It's something somebody put together. For instance, if you see that St. Louis one with the trumpets all over it, the St. Louis ones with the horns all over it, they never actually made that. So when you get that, it's definitely a kit jersey. It's not going to be an actual bona fide CCM, although it'll say CCM on it. So that's the thing with custom throwbacks. And not all of the custom throwbacks that I've gotten from them have been kit jerseys. Some of the Reeboks, I can tell, are actual Reebok premiers. They're not Reebok Authentics. They're Reebok premiers. So when you're going through them, that's something to keep in mind. They do charge a premium price, but they're also offering you something that you may not be able to find elsewhere. So it's kind of that's part of the issue there. Royal Retros, I've gone through them. Same thing. It's kit jerseys, but they're definitely cheaper than custom throwback jerseys. And they have some fun remixed versions of jerseys. So stuff that was never worn by teams like the Colorado Rockies, Kansas City Scouts, which if you're wearing it at a game, you're going to stand out. You're going to be the only one wearing that. But it's not something that was ever actually worn by the team. It's not an official NHL item. And K1 jerseys makes the WHA ones that I wear here and there too. K1 jerseys are used, I think they're used by the ECHL, which I have not really ordered from. So yeah, Royal Retros isn't bad. It does take a while to get the jerseys. That is one thing when you're getting kit jerseys, it's going to take a while. So it's going to take months because they're putting the jersey together and then sending it to you. And because people ask where I get the Hockey Guy jerseys from that I wear, Fans Idea is the website that I've used for that. I have had emails from them about the possibility of working together kind of thing. I have not gone through and done that yet, but if that changes, you guys will know as soon as it does, because I'll do a video talking about it. But that's where I get the ones that say the Hockey Guy across the front. Relatively cheaply done, and the turnaround time actually isn't that bad, considering I know they're coming out of China. I know that, they're custom made. It takes about 6 weeks for me to get them after I order them. So that's not bad considering it's custom, and there are so many different, templates that they have for their jerseys. So many different colors. So it's kind of fun, and I'm glad that I have multiple jerseys from them I can use in videos, but that's where I get them from. So there you go. I can't really think of anything else at this time.
Geeky jerseys.
If you're looking for where I get my jerseys that are not hockey related, Geeky Jerseys is the place. And Geeky Jerseys also has some sales on jerseys that they're looking to move out right now. Jerseys that are on sale for like $70, $80, $90 in some cases. At least the last time I looked at that site, that was the case. They've been having some more sales lately. And I've had kind of an on and off partnership with them as well. I have a lot of Geeky jerseys, and I actually have another one coming because of the sale they had going, because I feel like that can absolutely work for the National Hockey League. It's the Monopoly one.
Oh,
so right. I think a Moneybags jersey, I think that could work for some hockey videos, and you know what? It could probably work for some Entertainment Guy videos as well. So at any rate, there you go. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. This, of course, is Bear. I picked her up because she was kind of frisky. She's kind of acting up, so
she's a needy cat.
She's
so needy.
Yeah, and that's what she wants. When she's acting up, she wants me to pick her up and carry her. But anyways, in fact, anything she does, she wants me to pick her up and carry her. But thank you guys for watching. It's greatly appreciated. I hope I've been able to help for those who are looking for a place to buy something for loved ones at Christmas who might be Christmas like hockey fans. And thank you guys for all your support. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And we will talk to you again soon.